Is this your first award in your entire career?
No. It's been a while, though.
So how does it feel? I mean, of all the things to get an award for, singing and tap dancing and playing a whole unusual kind
No.
of
I say
thing.
from now on, that's the clause that goes in the contract. I have to do a tap dance in every movie. Obviously, that was the key here.
That's what won you the award?
I think it was, actually. So, as I said, my great teacher, Cynthia, should get this award. She beat me up for about 4 months.
Your dance teacher?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk a little bit about Bob Fosse. You mentioned him during your acceptance.
Well, he conceived the show. This is something that he saw. He saw I think it was a 1940s, early 40s film called Roxy Hart.
Right.
With Ginger Rogers in it and the John Barrymore. No, it was Adolphe Manger.
Right.
Was in it, playing my part. And he said, "This is a musical. I know what to do with this."
Who said that?
Bob Fosse. So he got the rights to it, and then he worked with Kander and Evan. They turned it into the stage piece that we know.
Richard, did you really, right over here,
Where are you?
to your right, right here.
okay.
Hi. Did you really not want to do this film? Was that a little hyperbole, or did you?
Well, it wasn't an easy fit for me. I mean, I'd done musicals when I was a kid, and I didn't have anything against doing musicals. But when I saw this on stage, I literally didn't see how you could make this into a film. So conceptually, I just didn't see it. And it was when I read the script that Bill Condon had written, which is extraordinary. I mean, I wish all of you could see this script after seeing the film, because you'd see it was in the concept. And the execution obviously had to be pretty terrific to make it work, but it was conceived this way. The intercutting between different realities was basically, as is in the film, was in the screenplay. So that's what hooked me. And at that point, I met Rob, who had only done Annie on television, which he did I thought, a terrific job with, but it was, it's a big leap from that to do this. And I think we all, in meeting Rob, felt the same way that Harvey Weinstein felt when he met Rob, and Rob said, "This is how you make a movie out of this material." We all just went, "Wow, of course, I want to work with this guy. This is a smart, sensitive guy. He's a showman. He's really smart. He has the skills to make a movie, and I want to take a shot with him."
This is an ensemble piece, but obviously the audience is responding to something in you, to something you gave them. In the most personal terms, can you say what this means to you, and then talk about this ensemble? Because everyone says, "Oh, I love the people I work with," and I've never seen anything quite like the way you all feel about each other. But first, tell me how you feel personally, what this means to you.
Well, all these kind of awards things are a bit peculiar, aren't they? Because it's not a horse race. It's not, the quickest to get from here to there, photo finish, bump, that's who won. So this is all subjective stuff. The objective stuff really is when you do the movie and you go home every night after working really hard and you feel, okay, we did a good job today. I feel satisfied. We worked hard, we aimed high, felt pretty good. I think we got close to what we were aiming at, and it was every day like that with this movie. We felt really good. There was no abusive quality to the experience at all. It was all creative. It was all group-oriented, meaning that we all understood what we were trying to do with the piece. Rob was the director, but he's got the most gentle touch of any director I've ever worked with. It's totally loving, totally nurturing, totally there. You trust him. He knows how to do this stuff. The first few comments he makes to you, you realize, oh, he sees it. And actors, on some level, are always testing directors. And you test them early on to find out if they really can see what's happening. And with Rob, it was very clear from the beginning. The man does see, and he sees very deeply. He also understands that actors, performers, if you're nurtured to it from a high level, you perform at a high level. And the love that he was bringing to us, and a lot of us who hadn't done musicals before, and someone like me who hadn't done musicals in 30 years, there was a lot of nurturing that had to be done to make us feel comfortable that we could do this. We weren't going to be fired tomorrow. So really, the tenor of this came from Rob, and the feeling that you've been getting. I mean, we've done junkets with all you guys, and we've done over the years a lot of junkets on a lot of movies. I have never heard actors talk about a director the way we are talking about Rob, and it's totally from the heart.
Richard, we just saw Renee win a second
Where are you?
ago. Right here in front of you.
Okay.
We just saw Renee win a couple seconds ago. Could you say a few words about her and how you're going to share this victory together? And also, her speech was very touching.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Well, she's a very emotional girl, and she's which is one of the things that makes her so right for this part. She has to bring an emotional richness to it that carries us through the film. I mean, it's a peculiar film that there's no romance in the film. There's no primary relationships that you're rooting for. You're rooting for all the people, and they're not particularly nice people. If you really look at them, it's not like someone you would choose to be your best friend. These are difficult people. So you've got to bring a lot of soul to it, and I don't know anyone who has more soul than Renee. Now, in terms of her winning, please, I mean, this is our buddy, this is our sister, this is our fellow traveler here. For any of us to win some acclaim based on this project is yes. You just feel an immediate yes.